Good to see you.
Alright, here we go. This is going to be an interesting one, and this is going to be a fun one. Pardon the giggling if it happens too much throughout the episode here, but we're going to be running a dual blood code, dual bayonet, kind of a run through the cathedral here, as this is one of the most fun places for me. Sorry about the car noises out there. But as this is one of the most fun places for me to run, since it's it's a real challenge run to make it all the way from here through all this mess, all the way around and into the cathedral main frame there with the successor of the ribcage in one run. So we'll see if this is it. If not, we'll try again in 23 star. And we'll go from there. So the first build that we're going to be running is here with the Orion build. Now this is going to be based on hopefully getting focused and running the Libertador in order to run charge shots, heavy charge shots. That's why we have a charge accelerator gift. We have time crunch, and then we'll be running down here another charge booster active item to consumable. And then the second that we're going to be running is the ISIS shotgun from the other night, where we were giggling too much because this is going to be a lot of fun when we get into invasions. We can go ahead and run this in order to, stagger the enemy and different things. So we'll be able to run this. Now I did make a change here, as stopping power is going to be on the Orion blood code here. So we're not going to be using that because the Orion code will be abusing the focus system. In the event that we do get focused on the ISIS build, we will be able to get 10 I-core back, and since this is all about recovery, I-core recovery for the ISIS build here, then we're going to be running that. So this will be our charge booster, then this should be our drain activator, then we should go for this, and then sure, the gift accelerator, but we won't be needing the gift accelerator much. So you'll notice here on the Orion build that the Libertador is X'd out. That's because we need a C in mind, and Cognitive Zeal is going to give that C in mind for us. Now, I-core regeneration, this is a great gift, however it reduces your damage output significantly. So the Libertador on a regular shot on the dummy will do about 1500 damage. If you activate I-core regeneration, then all of a sudden it does like 400 to 500. So it's a pretty significant decrease. It's like a 60% decrease in damage. So we're not going to be running that unless we are sitting doing nothing. So yeah, all right, let's go ahead and get running here. Now we're going to try and run the Libertador, like I said, until we get to invasions. Then we'll switch to the ISIS build, and we'll go from there. Whoops, that was not the right key. Oh well. We'll see, now the Libertador is not X'd out.
This won't be easy. Stay sharp. Going in.
So we'll get some I-core back because I was dumb. Now you'll notice that we are not quick with the we are not quick with the what is this? The oh my goodness. We're not quick with the Orion blood code. My brain just completely stopped. It's early. So yeah. So we'll have to play our cards right there.
Let's avoid unnecessary battles.
So 28-38. And then if we go ahead and get up ranged impact, we'll see a significant difference there. Yeah, 48-78. So it's a pretty good jump. Alright, and let's get focused again. So we just kind of annihilate this guy. Yeah, pretty rare. So now would be a good time to activate I-core regeneration. Since there's nothing to attack, we're not doing anything. So now is when you activate to regenerate in between the fights here. but I don't know what I was thinking there for a second, and I just kind of didn't do anything. And since we'll be able to switch blood codes and keep the same equipment and the same bayonets and the same all the same classes and setup and everything here, it'll be great to switch back and forth, kind of how Code Vein had intended it from the beginning, I would imagine. So we'll go ahead and heal up here. Now, since we're going to be running the invasion here, we'll get our focus first, and then we'll go to Isis. Now, see, this is dangerous in between here because we need to switch and go click on things. Okay, and we'll keep our I-core for now, and we'll come in, and we'll just start shooting people. And we'll die. I was hoping to get a backstab. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, there goes the one run. Okay. Oh, this might be pretty rough. But the fact of the matter is that these two builds for bayonets are exceptional to getting damage out, and also I-core recovery, to maintain the fact that you have ability to shoot. So let's get our buttons right here. So for this guy, we'll go ahead and get focused.
There's the local guard. I'm going in.
There's one shot, 4257. That's pretty good. I can get a backstab. Nope. Okay. These guys are so hard to get a backstab on because they get such skinny little bodies. But that's okay. See, and we can continue to run here because we know that if we... ooh, that's really good. So we will switch to Isis now, since we're right there at the at the focus state. So that'll get us into focus a lot better. Now we can run up to this guy. We can get a backstab, and we can get almost our entire I-core stock back. And we'll go for a drain attack. Oh, okay, Eva killed him. Alright, and let's go for a drain activator. And this. Alright, and we'll go ahead and get ourselves up here.
Thanks.
Now we're gonna need a backstab right away. There we go. And then we'll run away. Now see, when we got focused there, because we got hit, we got 10 I-core, so it was a free, what is that? Sorry, I'm having a hard time here. It was a free, radiant barrel. That's so great. Let's get out of here. We need a backstab. Oh no, that is not good at all. What? What was she doing there? Alright, we need Eva. We definitely need Eva. Okay. So we get another free radiant barrel here. Whoa. I did not see that monkey. Oh, monkeys. Go away. Okay, we need another backstab. There we go. Oh man, this is nerve-wracking. So, and we'll shoot these guys again. Oh. So these guys, you want to run a slash build, slash or crush, as that's what they're weak to, and you want to run ice. So lightning is not the ideal choice here, but it's too much fun to let it go.
Hey, don't make me worry like that, okay?
Okay. So I think we'll go for the Orion charge shots, and we'll see how that runs in the invasion. We very well might, but this is just too much fun to run bayonets to ignore.
I'm going in. I've always hated heights.
Oh, I just want one backstab. Oh, I don't know where I was shooting there. Oh well, an Ichor concentrate, that's good. Okay. So Radiant Barrel is fantastic for this kind of an invasion where everybody's down a long skinny corridor, as you can really group up the enemies and take them out all in one shot. So it's really beneficial. There we go. Do that. Now, the reason we're going for the intensified Libertador is that we have we have the maximum amount of damage possible on a bayonet. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to back up here. Let's get a launch. And let's go ahead and get some focus. Let's shoot her. Let's get a backstab. So you'll notice that that did not knock her down because she was focused. So that's a real problem. Uh-oh. This is a real problem too. We're running out of hallway here. Okay, let's get a backstab, maybe. Or just shoot her. There we go. Alright, Cognitive Zeal is running out, so we're gonna need to do something here about that. There we go, we'll get a backstab until Cognitive Zeal gets back up, because remember, Libertador does not work until we have a C in mind. And here comes... Oh. Okay, that got everybody. I missed the launch there. Okay. What? I can't shoot point blank range? Let's knock her down. Oh, it did not knock her down. Let's get a backstab then. That should take her shield off. Yep. Okay, we need a oh, that startup. It's getting us in trouble, Eva. Sorry. I apologize.
Take care of yourself.
Oh, there's another one over here. Why did that other person go over here? What are you guys doing? Alright. Oh, that was another spawn in. So Eva's... There we go. Maybe give her a chance to heal. Get rid of some of that inhibit. You can't? Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, the monkeys. Stupid monkeys. I hate the monkeys. Now the Libertador. Oh. Oh. We need help. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get the... Oh my. Eva, you're an angel. Okay. Last enemy. Whew. Oh my goodness. What a run. Oh, Eva.
I hope we find more things we can use.
Me too. We might have to switch to a different passive here instead of stopping power. Go for something different.
Is that?
So this is the first ISIS vestige that you can pick up here. So let's go ahead and switch back to ISIS, and we'll get the shotgun going, and here we will go for lifesteal, and we'll switch up here, and that way every time we kill an enemy, as we're going to be running into a lot of smaller guys here, and we can hopefully get our health back since we are not doing so hot here.
You are awfully attentive.
Oh, Eva pushed him off. That was supposed to be my kill. Oh well.
This place is put together well now that I
Eva, you need some health, darling. She's gonna die. So that way we can heal her. Okay. I'm gonna die, I meant. Give me the backstab. Oh, these skinny little... Oh. And she's not gonna heal me. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well.
There has to be a better way.
There is a better way. Bayonets through the Cathedral are not ideal. You definitely want to go with some kind of heavy two-handed sword, as it has,
Stay sharp.
as you have a lot more chance to block, and that's where the bayonets have no utility. And these guys, yeah, it's a one shot. But since we take so much damage, it's not ideal to run in and have no I-core stocks, so that's a problem. And since these heavy I-core using builds like ISIS and what's the other one, Orion, since they require I-core in order to be effective 100% of the time. See, for this guy, his backstab's easy, and then I can shoot him and maybe get a second backstab even if I wanted to, or tried with Eva not killing him. Then I would be able to keep this going. However, on the skinny enemies, their backstab area is so small, and it's such a tight window that okay, we just knocked him over there. We can't hit him from here, so he's gonna run around. But that you can't really effectively position yourself 100% of the time. So that's just some of the problem you gotta run. But we can get a launch, so that's good. Now we can just shoot her. Okay, so that's good. See, we got 5% of our health back for killing that. Shoot this guy, we get another 5% back. So this is where lifesteal can help you out. I don't know where Eva went, but she's going to get that guy apparently. Keep him from sneaking up on us.
Just watch.
We'll knock her down, so we'll get our bearings here. No, what I need is a backstab. Well, that could have gone a lot better.
Paths down below.
We'll get a launch. Every time we get focused, that's good. We'll get a second launch.
Good timing.
Well, it wasn't really the best timing. And she's over here. There's a backstab. There we go. You gotta remember that I can just shoot. Eva's going to find somebody here. And remember, we can dodge really well. So this will make our time going up these towers here a little easier. So it's actually more stamina efficient now to dodge instead of running.
This is a real maze. We'll have to take extra care.
Okay.
Find something good?
Yeah,
Thanks.
pretty good. So I'll keep gift extension up. So that was a lame hit. Maybe we will rest here and get some health back. Since we're not playing the best, maybe I shouldn't do early mornings. Maybe we definitely need to stick to the afternoons or the evenings when my brain actually works. And what is this, a 3 a.m. challenge? Can we say that? Can we do that? So running the Cathedral, it has a very select, unique path, and there's a whole bunch of other paths that you can run to do a whole bunch of side questing in here on your own just for fun and whatever, but there's one main path and it hits all of the missiles and everything else, but it's a lot of fun once you learn the layout, because there is so much kind of wow. There's so much fake pathing hidden in the Cathedral here that it makes for a very tedious, long run through for the first run. But then after the second, third, fourth run, you kind of learn where everything's at, and it becomes actually an enjoyable run. Now this lady okay, I can see we're going to be stopping at the missiles. So this is not the run of getting through to the end on one life. Oh well. Now, where's the second one? Okay, normally she dodges. Oh, there she is. Yep. See, that delay on her, I don't know what that is, but she comes out of the wall on the left there, and it's an instant kill.
Good morning.
Hi. Yes, good morning. It is very, very morning. Alright. So let's try this again here. Go for the backstab, maybe.
Just
I mean, she's like set up right there for us to get a backstab, and I can't even do it. So since a drain attack is half of your backstab potential, that got us about 10 back there. And we're just going to skip her. Okay. Ooh. There we go, with fight one at a time here. You got a parry. I am not good at parries at all, but these ones that drop in from the ceiling when they do their teleport, they're fairly easy to read,
thanks.
more so than other enemies. Now these enemies are...
Any future problems.
That's right, Eva. These enemies are pretty bad for the shotgun here, as they have the shield and it blocks like 90% of the shot pattern. But these ladies here, these chunky ladies, we can do a lot of backstabs and potential of dodging around and getting away from them. So these enemies are very nice. Okay, so there's vestige number 2. Now I don't know if we're going to be saving the successors, because all that will do will give us
I won't be long.
the perfect ending, and it gives us the fight with the Virgin-born again. And as you saw last star, that was kind of
Lost in the distance.
lackluster, to say the least.
I'm going in.
So we'll get a backstab on her. Now if you have a Hound's Veil, and you do a backstab like this right here, facing the wall, then you can send her up over the wall and kill her instantly. That was unfortunate. Okay, so we do not have a Hound's Veil, as you can clearly see. Ooh, better focus. We can get a launch. That's good. And we can get a second one. That's good. It loaded us up on I-Core. So this is there's not a lot of giggling as there was last night, simply due to the fact that I don't think we need to stop at the missile, which is great, simply because this is a lot more intense, and every enemy here is a lot more dangerous than just those regular lost guys. But it's still fun. It's still a lot of fun. And the ability to dodge more than run. Again, I'm not using the dodge cancel. I'm just not good at it. So we'll leave that to the experts. But we'll do things I can do. Like shoot her in the face while she's down.
Find something good?
No. Queen Steel is
That's pretty rare.
good the first run, and then after the first run, it no longer becomes relevant. So, running through the Cathedral here, I've never played a Souls game in my life. I never played any Bloodborne or anything. So when everybody said, "Oh, this is just Anne Orlando," I had no idea what it was. I had to go look it up. So I really enjoy Code Vein as it is its own kind of a creation here, with the blood veils and the vampires and the story that goes with it. My first introduction to Dark Souls was the Michael from Rooster Teeth Rage Fest. When he did that video, I don't forget what it was, like 10 years ago or something like that. It was really hilarious. But for me, it looked like such a bland character. I guess he's supposed to be. I guess that's part of the story. But I like characters that I can relate to, that I kind of understand them. And Yakumo and his friends and everything like that, I can understand all of that. And so Code Vein just really got me invested. And I think it has a lot more potential than what it's currently offering. But, I mean, it's still a really good game regardless. Everybody said it was just a Dark Souls copy, and it had no gameplay and you know, no real aesthetics to it, because it was just copying another game. And I don't really agree with that. I think it does, you know, obviously it's a hard game. It's not an easy game by any means, because there's just so much to learn, so much to do, so much to put into your characters and everything. But there's so much lore here and so much story to go with it, that you kind of don't worry about the gameplay after a while. You just kind of get used to it that, yeah, this is how the game plays. And I mean, that goes for the RNG and everything. But at the same time, you really get invested into the characters, and you really start learning them, and you learning how they interact and why they became. Whoa, where did this guy come from? And you start getting invested into why this story is the way it is, and the gameplay itself even reflects the life of a revenant, where you play over and over and over and over, and you're stuck in an endless loop. I mean, you begin to think about it on a little bit deeper level than maybe what the developers intended, but then you realize that, yeah, you really are just in an endless death loop over and over and over and over. And how sad is that? Now this is where the bayonet comes in handy, is that you can turn and shoot these guys as they come up. I mean, I'll take it. It's not the worst thing ever. So see, we're slowly getting our health up, we're slowly getting our I-core up, we're slowly able to sustain ourselves here. Ooh, that was close. Oh, that was fun. I didn't know you could knock her down. So, yeah, I really have been enjoying Code Vein for everything that it is. It has it's not without its faults. I mean, there really is only 5 types of veils, and you know, there's a claw, a stinger, hounds, and thorns, so 4 types of veils. And this one's a slash, this one's a pierce, this one's a pierce, and these are slash. So we don't even have a crush veil type. So they have 3 types of damage in the game, and they forgot one of the types for a crush veil. I don't know, make it a pair of boots that stomp the enemy into the ground, kind of like the death stomp in Dead Space. I don't know, but it could have been, you know, they definitely missed an opportunity there. But again, is that going to stop, you know, the game from being a success? It shouldn't, but some people might think so. But that's why I enjoy Code Vein, because it has a ton of variety in it. Albeit after the first, you know, 15 times through, it's not a lot of variety. But until you get to that point, where you've just gone through it so many times, and you've beat so many enemies, and you've really mastered everything, So until you get to 10,000 hours, right, you're not a pro at anything. So I've got 9,600 more hours to go before I'm a pro at the game. So I've got quite a ways to go, and I don't think there's that much content to keep it going that long. But there's definitely a good amount of content. So this guy, we can get a backstab and fill up our I-core. I'm trying to talk a little quieter since people are sleeping. So I wish people who reviewed games. I mean, again, anybody who reviews a game, it's up to their complete opinion, and I mean, your opinion is your opinion, and you are completely entitled to that, and that is fine. However, when you're gonna influence people to, so this missile here is fairly hidden, so getting over here is kind of a chore. But it's not fair to tell somebody you're gonna hate this game because it's just like something else, and they don't even give you a fair showing of what the game is and what it can do. I mean, like, we all know the Cuphead journalist. He's doing Doom reviews now, and it's pretty awful. So I wish that people who reviewed games, obviously they're doing it for clicks and things and views to get it out first, to be the first one to get an article out there, or an opinion out there. It's not even an article, it's just an opinion, and because there's no research done, and then they put this out and they say, oh, you know, this is just like some other game, and it's lame, it's boring, it's nothing. Well, there's no gifts in Dark Souls, so how is this just like that? This isn't like that at all. Now the death is just like Dark Souls. Where did Eva go? I don't know. She's gone again. Whoa. So I don't know. You make your own decisions, but I happen to think that it would be nice if we had, you know, really good people, really like people who play games really well, or have been playing games for a long time. That no, we're on the right path, Eva. Don't worry. We're gonna shoot her first because I hate the monkeys down there. But it would be great if, which there are great outlets out there. I'm not saying there's none, but it would be nice that if the ones that got the highlighted, the highlights and the clicks and the reviews, that the ones that would be highlighted first and foremost would be the ones that are from people that are actually good. Yeah, come here, monkeys. I got your number now. He's an extra 5%, so that's great. Okay, we need a backstab on this lady over here. And so, I don't know, just kind of my opinion. I mean, again, we're all entitled to our own opinion on everything. But when your opinion directly affects a good company that puts out a fair game, I mean, if I had to buy this for $60 all over again, I would absolutely do it. It's not like they lied. They didn't scam me out of anything. There's no microtransactions. They've got a great character builder. They've got great aesthetics. They've got great story, great characters.
I won't be long.
I mean, if your only fault to not play the game and to tell others that they shouldn't play the game is the fact that it's a hard game, I mean, what kind of review is that? I mean, like I said, there's you know, so many blood codes and gifts and ways to build and play that I doubt any of these journalists ever picked up any of the codes and tried to actually understand the building system in the game and how to actually create a character and how to create a build. And they just said, oh, it's too many numbers for my little brain, and I'm just not gonna think anymore. And it's like, okay, yeah, I understand you can't do a permutation of 4 quadrillion different combinations, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad game. So, anyways, I think I've talked enough about that. We're coming up to the Berserker here, so I think we're going to cut it here after the Berserker, because it's getting kind of long, and there was too much death in the beginning. Alright, so now we got to be kind of careful here.
I'm going in.
I'll knock her down. Oh, I missed? Okay. Well, we're focused now. So we can get a launch on her before anything else happens here. Stop hitting Eva. Whoa. That is so cool that you can guard break her. I didn't know that. That is very nice that you can guard break her shield with the shotgun here. I guess the impact of it is too much for her.
Maybe we should check out the whole area.
Oh, well, no. We're doing alright. Alright, so hopefully we don't need a salty run back, but you never know. Let's see here.
Thanks.
Hopefully this goes well.
Thanks.
Alright, so we're not going to be needing any health regen on shots here. So let's go for bayonet mastery. Now thankfully we can backstab this guy. But we'll see how it goes. 1500 damage is not good. So hopefully it doesn't hurt us too bad here. We'll have to see. Oh. I know, Eva. Trying for that backstab. Whoa, that baseball swing. There we go. I go for backstab so it gives me time to think. Okay. Let's get some charge shots out there. Okay, we get a backstab here and give ourselves time to think and breathe and let my brain cells collect themselves here a little bit. Whew. And I think this warrants this. Oh man.
Is that all you've got?
Such an oxymoron since I took so much damage to the face. So here's the memories. I think we're going to go through the memories this time as we skipped them last time. But I think right now we are going to save. So the Orion build here with the Libertador, that has it's a great build. It does great damage on shots. However, it just lacks in the ability of continuous damage downrange, since every shot takes 2 Ichor, and every shot for the Thunderbolt takes 1, and you can get your charge shot out there. But I've been really having a good time with the Thunderbolt. I think it's a great addition. Like I said, you can run it here, and you can run both of these back to back simultaneously to make sure that you have some fun switching back and forth between the codes. And since they have the simultaneous weapons and damage and everything, you kind of don't need to worry about, what equipment am I wearing. And so this works with both codes. And just to again remember, with Orion, you need to run Cognitive Zeal in order to use the Libertador. I mean, you could give up one of these, like maybe you could give up Stopping Power, potentially, but it's kind of up to you how you want to run it. The other thing is, here you could run the Thunderbolt with the Orion blood code here, and you could also remove the charge activator and time crunch, since you're only going to be running regular shots, and you could run this into a focus build. So we could turn this into like Goddess's Smile, and you could turn this into let's see, maybe Ichor Efficiency, as that would help with a Radiant Barrel, or you could go for Blood Sacrifice, something like that. So as you take damage, as you get focused from Focus Recovery, you can get 300 health back and then use 600 health, so it's a 50% discount. And then when you get focused, so this could be something. Maybe we'll run this through the memories and see how it runs. And again, like I said, Ichor Regeneration, it says that it decreases your attack power. So you never want to be using that in a fight, because you'll use it and then you'll be shooting and you won't be doing any damage to anyone. So maybe we'll do something like this. We'll run this for the memories, and we'll pick up here tomorrow. So thanks everyone for coming along, and I hope you have a great Tuesday.